Alright guys, what is going on? Zaygan 101 here. We're right back where we left off. And guys, I told y'all I'm not playing around, man. I was not gonna do anything. So here we are. So apparently she says, "Enter the scoundrel who has swindled my master's name." He told me he's fake.
Your lies shall work no longer now that my sight has been
He's
restored.
fake?
The game isn't over
He
yet.
that's what I was saying. Like his voice didn't seem his voice is already wrong. Already. You know, he's supposed to have been saying welcome. And that voice, like it didn't seem right. Of course, it didn't seem right to me. Me playing Persona 2, and Persona 3, and Persona 4, hearing his voice like that didn't. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, you know, I welcome change, but it didn't feel right. You know what I mean? So let's see what's going on. It says Igor question.
Whether the human world is left as is or destroyed and rebuilt, it is all sport to me.
What the fuck? He doesn't care.
Be careful.
If you're not Igor, then
If I were to put it into words that you can comprehend, I am the holy grail that grants wishes.
what?
No, it may be more accurate to say that I am a god who responds to desire and holds dominion over man. I hoped seeing a righteous thief vanquish evil would spur mankind to change their own indolent hearts. However, the result is, as you know, the masses have made it so none of it has transpired. Humans should be met with ruin. You brought forth that answer. But to be frank, inmate, I believe it may be worth re-evaluating you. A human has reached the Holy Grail and has seen through my true identity. You've surprised the god that I am often enough. That cannot be done by a foolish commoner. You truly were a prisoner that did not bore me.
I am thou. Thou
Are you
art
fucking
I.
serious right now?
Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath.
Are you serious?
Thy bond shall become
Are
the wings
you-
of rebellion
are you
and break
serious
the
right now?
yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of the fool, granting thee infinite power.
Next Arcana verse.
All right.
Vishnu.
Perhaps observing you a while longer may prove amusing. I shall grant you an opportunity to make a deal with me.
What do you mean?
Should you wish it, I shall return the world to its prior state, one rampant with distorted masses.
What's the point of that? Read the world. Could it be telling the truth?
You forcefully dragged him into the metaverse and imposed an ordeal he did not deserve. Yet you still intend on toying with him?
The Phantom Thieves will be praised and gain fame. The world will escape ruin as well. What say you?
I agree to this. The ruined city will return to normal. However, the people will remain trapped, abandoning the ability to think for themselves. Does it really how the world should be? I refuse.
Well said.
Such irredeemable foolishness. You choose death for yourself. Very well. I have no need for you.
What the hell is that?
Master!
I swear to God, if he has a different voice,
Ah,
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
oh my. It's been quite a while since I last stepped foot in this place.
He sounds kind of right now.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Can I get a hand clap right now? Can I get a hand clap right now? Ooh, that sounds a whole lot better than what we just heard. Oh my God.
My name is Igor. I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
He sounds right now.
He is the rightful master of this Velvet Room, the true aid on your
That
journey.
was a man, dude. Me and my best friend was saying something didn't seem right about that Igor. I'm so lost.
It may be difficult for you to understand this all at once.
If I were to summarize this, the fake has left, and the real has returned.
Indeed.
Welcome. I was
My
just
master
talking
has
about his
returned,
voice.
and you won against that malevolent god's temptation. Thus, you may be able to save this world that is headed towards certain ruin. However, it will prove difficult to win against him with your power alone.
That's where my socialists come in, right?
You must release your teammates, with whom you've shared your conviction.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter.
They have not necessarily expired yet. Just as you were trapped here, they should be confined somewhere as well. Since you've deepened your bond with them, I am certain you can release them. Once they, the Phantom Thieves, are all gathered here, we will tell you everything.
Now go forth to the people whom you should be facing the truth with.
Much better. Much better. Much better. The other Phantom Thieves should be in prison somewhere ahead. Please find them. Save them. This is something only you can do. We can speak in more detail once you rescued your teammates. This is my still. Wow. Wow. This is some crazy shit. It's Ryuji. Looks like we're both somehow still alive and kicking. Where we're at. I'm glad you're okay. And this prison cell kind of makes me think of when we first met. I remember how Shibuya was all effed up just now. Like, nobody was seeing any of it. Well, it was more like they didn't want to see any of it. What the hell? So even all of them people who were suffering and cheering for us to come and help them, in reality, they would have rather just had everything stay how it was. Did what we do have any meaning at all? Of course it did. You're so freaking tough. You know, back when I thought we were gonna die without learning the truth about all this, I kind of felt for the first time that maybe we hadn't been doing the right things. And maybe we deserved to lose. You get me? I don't know. Now that I'm talking about it, I started all of this because of how pissed off I was. Maybe it's never been about winning or anything like that. Maybe all I was doing was just continuing my own defiance. So you giving up? Say?
Huh?
Ah,
I see.
you're right. I get it now. We're doing this to make sure people don't gotta go through the same crap we did. Doesn't matter if they think we're just or not. We gotta do what we believe in. It's not like people think much of me anyways.
All
I'm gonna
right.
dash through this the only way I know how. Oh. Yuji's back. You got me out of prison just like before. Thanks, you know, it's kind of embarrassing to say this, but I'm real glad I met you. Alright. I'm done getting my ass beat. My shiny bad fast like some kind of I ain't gonna feel good too. Let's head
Let's head
out.
out. We're gonna take down that asshole, yeah? Hey,
Oh, hold up. Aren't the other guys around here too? It seems so. Maybe they're
Joker.
protecting our name, but I was. I'll save them, okay? I'll stay here while you do. Doesn't seem like there are any enemies around, so I'll be fine. I
sorry.
don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of thinking you should go see him alone. Oh, that's fine with me. Harder. Ah,
My,
you're safe. Oh, thank goodness. Same to you. Great. Considering everything that has happened to the city, I wonder if the citizenry is okay. Although it seemed like we were the ones only able to see it. The only ones able to see it. You know, the moment I disappeared, I honestly thought I was about to die. Part of me wasn't afraid. I knew that was all I could do, and looked forward to apologizing to Father face to face. Honestly, I thought I had changed, but I realize now that I still have no control over my life. It makes me sick to keep fighting. I'm sorry, I know you don't want to deal with my whining. You want to try and defeat that thing again, aren't you? Don't push yourself to get me to come along. You can always leave me here if I slow you down. You control your life. That's right.
Yes.
I was foolish to think you should abandon me. Even if there are times where I think there's nothing I can do, I'll never stop fighting for you or our team. I won't give up anymore.
this is exactly what we're hoping for.
Since I betrayed my distorted father before, I will betray my boring former self now. Alright.
Thank you.
Alright. Before I met you, I had great admiration for the Phantom Thieves of Justice. It turned out you were exactly the person I always imagined you to be. Wow.
This is the second time you've rescued me. I've secretly longed for a situation like this.
Big time's over. Oh, wow. Did you get going?
We haven't lost yet.
So guard the village here too. I see. I'm so glad. In that case, you just go help them. I'm sure they all just need a little push to remember what they're fighting for. That's why you should be the one to go alone. Alright. So, yeah.
Oh,
Joker. Thank goodness you're safe. Same goes to you. Oh yeah. So I'm not in heaven after all. That means the hell that Shibuya turned into was all real. So when I thought I was gonna die, I started trembling. I was so scared. That moment, nothing mattered. The justice of our actions was the last thing on my mind. I'm scared too. So you kept going, even through a plan that might have ended up killing you. Yeah, look at me. I've always said I'm doing this for other people, but that didn't get me far. It's no wonder we lost. Maybe I should have just behaved myself and stayed out of all this. What about Sheeta? You're right. I can never abandon her. If I wanted like this now, I'd just be betraying Sheeta. No, I'd be betraying myself. I can never forget how I felt that day. I never want anyone to have to go through what I did. I made up my mind. I'm going to keep looking forward. Things like dying or losing aren't important now. All that matters is that I don't return to my old self. I'll never make a mistake like that again, I swear.
Seriously, thank you.
You helped me remember what's really important. I seriously treasure being able to be a part of your team. Gotcha, Joker. It would be a disgrace to the takers. To the taker name. If we didn't take such a big treasure.
We're going to put an end to this, aren't we? Let's go! Hey! Hey.
It's you.
As I expected, you appear to be safe. However, where exactly are we? Yeah, sorry to have worried you. At first, I was surprised to see the masses chained in the prison. Yeah, here I am as well. Considering the state of the real world, it is hard to say that we were even remotely helpful. This situation, can we truly handle such horrid circumstances? All the fan thieves can do is change the hearts of others. However, the world outside has become a veritable hell. Nothing within our power can fix that. You giving up? And merely acknowledging how powerless I am. The people of this world desire their enslavement. That isn't all. It screamed at us for attacking the Holy Grail, defended it. Even the criminals whose hearts we changed became meek followers of the Holy Grail because of us. Were we truly that foolish, risking our lives for a result nobody desired? What about your justice? My justice?
I see.
Not that for any someone else, but one strictly for myself. When we first met, you continued to impose yourselves on me, no matter how much I pushed you away. I will forever treasure what you did for me. Very well. Just as art is meant to break boundaries, people should be saved even if they frown upon it.
Okay.
I won't allow the justice I believe in to be shaken any further.
I I'm in your debt.
Alright. Should get moving.
Yes.
Cannot afford to leave reality in the hellish state it's currently in. I will make use of my role as an artist and paint over the distortions of society.
Well then, time to go and see this through. I'll witness with my own 2 eyes that this world isn't bound by some holy grail.
Alright. We have Makoto and Futaba.
Well then,
Yep.
we will be counting on you.
Alright. What a relief, you're safe. I'm gonna see. By the way, why have you remained in your Phantom Thief attire while I'm back in regular clothes? Does this mean that the will of rebellion is no longer within me? That might be true. We have to fight the Holy Grail again, correct? Could you imagine defeating it, Joker? That monster has the support of the masses, and with it nearly an infinite amount of power. No matter which way I approach the subject in my head, nothing points to our victory. I don't know. I think I finally genuinely understand the pain my father and my sister were burdened with. Victory against a single criminal is meaningless. The true enemy is society itself. Even against that foe, you still have to try to somehow emerge victorious. I don't know what to do. Believe in yourself. Believe in myself. You got me. Guys, this isn't a situation with a straightforward answer. But even if there is no clear solution, I'll just have to make one with my own 2 hands. Before you guys came along, my life was destined by rules, set on the path of someone else's choosing. But only a true loser would live such a rigid life. I will win. Even if it means going up against the entire world. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm very sorry.
Her resolve was shaken, but it's stronger now. I want the people of the world to see what you've shown me. Let's go. Rain.
Thank you.
Great team.
Having teammates you can trust is a great feeling. Shall we go? We can't let our last big job end in failure.
Is there one else here too? You know what? Okay, I'll wait for you here. Come on, baby, Futaba. Take her, my baby. That's funny, I'll leave my baby for last. Oh, Joker. I'm relieved. Looks like we're both still alive. I'm glad you're safe. Am I really safe though? Shibuya, what happened? And where are we? So we're safe. I guess my fears turned out to be true. The real world is scary. Thing like this can never reach you if you keep yourself hooked up indoors. Who am I to think I could tell people what to do? I mean, I used to be a shut-in myself. Damn it, I just remembered. But even that would be tough now. Giving up would be too painful. You know, I think I've changed. I don't know when it happened, but I can't I can't let people suffer like this, even if I don't know them personally. Wrong. Wrong. Honestly, this all seems like a bit too much. But you know what to do.
Oh yeah.
I've known the right answer from the very beginning. I don't want to run away from this. I ran from my mom's death for so long I misunderstood it. Everything was just too painful for me to handle. But I never want to be left in the dark again. That's probably why my persona is a little bit special. Because I want to learn the truth. That's how I really feel.
All right, let's do it.
Well, I've come this far. I'll follow you wherever you go on my own 2 feet. On out, baby. Yes, I just shot a hard choker. He saved me yet again. Makes me so happy. Like, so much that I can't even express it in my normal words. Anyways, we're going up against a god. I couldn't even leave my own room before, but now we're going to be a god. I'm so pumped. Wait a second. I just noticed I got out of here on my own.
Ta-da! A real jailbreak!
We need to go.
Oh, you're quick to act. That's what makes you dependable. All right, time to get back at it.
Seems you have managed to save all your teammates. Now then, please gather in this room at once.
Huh?
What
What?
was up with that voice? I mean, was I the last one? I couldn't find Morgana.
Huh?
What do you mean you couldn't find him? Oh man.
What is this place?
Who are they?
My name is Igor. I am the master of the Velvet Room.
I am Lavenza, a resident of this place as well. We have been waiting for all
Her
of you.
little sister is it. She looked more like Margaret, honestly. Even though I hate Margaret. She looks more like Margaret.
Velvet Room? My master has just been released from a long period of imprisonment. His powers have not fully returned. Though it may be presumptuous of me, I will speak on his... Hey, where's Morgana? Would you like to see him?
Of course we do.
He's right over
Oh,
there.
where?
That's where you were
Bruh.
hiding?
I was born here.
What?
It was to dispel an evil being from man's spiritual world.
Oh,
Mona?
no.
My role was to find the trickster and help him defeat it. That's why I was created here by my master.
But he couldn't remember because his real master wasn't there.
Indeed.
I know that's what they about to say.
I really remember everything. When this place was about to be taken over, my master gathered the last traces of mankind's hope. He mustered up his remaining strength to make man. The entity that calls itself a god is a malevolent will that forces man into everlasting servitude. It hopes to attain eternal peace by filling reality with those who have stopped thinking for themselves. That is the ruin of man that this evil god envisions.
I, don't get what you're saying at all.
Oh, be quiet and listen! We don't have much time left! Wait a moment. The Holy Grail is a god? I was wondering why it had a will of its own, but... Are you implying that it isn't a treasure? No. As the distorted desires of the masses, It is most certainly the core of Mementos itself.
Then, did the treasure become a god because people wish to be ruled over?
That is correct. To decide the fate of the world, it chose two people with potential and pitted them against each other. One, Goro Akechi, incited the masses' distortion. Had he won, the world would have been destroyed and remade. The other was a trickster who would stand up against this. That was him.
If he won, the human world would be left as is. Those were the conditions of the game. At least, that's what should have happened.
That malevolent being knew that a revolution would not occur within indolent humans. After all, it is the masses' distorted desires incarnate. However, my true master believed in humanity. He believed that a trickster would rise among the people and accomplish this change. But that evil entity laughed at the prospect and sought to prove the powerlessness of man with the game. And he had great potential, which is why it approached him. It helped train the trickster only to cast him into despair, using the masses who rejected their savior. This was likely its means to nip in the bud anything that would pose a threat. Now that I think back to when I was separated, I felt a disagreement to the word rehabilitation. Of course I did. It was just a means for the Fake to keep you under surveillance.
Basically, this guy was dragged into a game where the evil god rigged the outcome.
Damn it! What the hell?
Your real world has already been fused with Mementos. You do not exist because reality is replete with the cognition of those who deny the Phantom Thieves. It can be said that the world is one step away from the evil god's machinations. However, there is still hope. Now that the evil god's identity has been exposed, you can see your rehabilitation to its completion. Only you can leave this prison and save this distorted world and its captive people. Young man, guided by Morgana and worthy of the trickster name, you must challenge the evil god and reclaim your existence in reality. Are you up to the task?
Of course.
Let's destroy that annoying shiny treasure jerk for sure this time!
Excellent. There is nothing to fear. You already possess the strength to oppose this evil
So much
god.
better. He sounds so much better.
I am truly looking forward to this.
Our mutual friend knows where the exit is. Morgana, please guide them, and thank you for all that you've done. It's a cruel responsibility that's been cast upon you.
I will accept your words of appreciation fully when everything is over. Now follow me! Joker! This way!
This way. Follow me. What's this? It's one hell of a door. That's our exit. Come on, let's go. Wow.
Huh? We're back in Shibuya again? Oh, right. This is where we were when our bodies disappeared.
Seems like people still haven't realized that this abnormality has taken over the city.
Look, the door we just came through. If I remember correctly, this is that quarantine cell.
Right.
That's right. It was actually the Velvet Room, which had been swallowed by the distortions.
You did say you were born in there. It makes so much sense now.
Wait. So if we came out of there, does that mean we're the criminals? No, it's more like him, since he was kept in here.
Most likely, Joker had been under the malicious guidance of the evil god for quite some time. The Velvet Room originally existed to nurture the human mind. But after it was taken over, it was sealed inside that bastard's nest. Inside Mementos.
Mona? More importantly, you're shining.
Oh my
It's
god.
probably because my memories have returned. I know what my duty is now.
Whoa. Do you see something? Shining? Wait a sec. What's with those weirdly dressed guys?
I feel like I've seen those costumes before.
Oh, aren't they the Phantom Thieves?
Oh wow.
I kind of remember seeing a silhouette of them on a jumbo screen in the city.
Remembering.
The Phantom Thieves?
Oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot about them.
This is different from how it was before. Do they see us?
It doesn't seem to be everyone, though. Only a handful of people in this large crowd.
Maybe it's Mona's light.
Either way, they remember the Phantom Thieves.
Oh, the Key of Hope.
Mona, guide us. Where must we go?
Over there. The bastard from earlier should be in that temple.
I wouldn't have regained my true form if not for you. In order to repay that debt, allow me to assist you and your teammates here. Please come to me if you're injured. Wow. It ain't no game. Oh. Damn. Do I want to end the gameplay here? And just leave the next episode? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna end the gameplay here. Because next episode, I want it to be totally just a whole episode for, you know, I just, you know, want it to be like a fresh episode. So, alright guys, so I'm going to end the gameplay here. When we come back, this could definitely be the final episode. Which hurts my heart, but of course I already said I am going to be doing a New Game Plus, so I'm not going to be hurting too much. But hopefully you guys like this video and subscribe so you can see more. But until then, I guess I will catch you guys later.